Roberta Westbrook, Getty Image. Talking to others about advanced breast cancer can be difficult. You might not be sure what to say or how to say it. It's important to talk about it, because one of the things about cancer is that it can create unwanted loneliness, says Sheila Hammer, MSW, LCSW, Program Director of the Cancer Support Community in Southern California. In addition to having cancer, you have psychological distress as well. You may face unique challenges discussing advanced breast cancer depending on who you're talking to. For instance, talking about breast cancer to young children may be particularly hard, Hammer says. They may worry that it's contagious or fear you're going to die, she says. Or you may be afraid to tell your boss and coworkers for fear that they'll worry your health will interfere with your ability to do your job. The appropriate level of sharing about cancer is different for everyone, Hammer says. People with advanced breast cancer need to decide for themselves who they're comfortable sharing their news with and how much they need to tell, she says. You should never feel like you have to tell everybody everything. Remember, too, that you don't have to tell everyone everything all at once. It can come out in pieces, Hammer says. As you build trust, more can be revealed. Tips for talking to others about advanced breast cancer. Here are some things you might want to try to make your discussions about advanced breast cancer with different people in your life easier. Direct people to the web. A number of websites, like breastcancer.org and the American Cancer Society (ACS) website, have good information about advanced breast cancer. Suggesting to friends and family that they go to these websites to find answers to their questions saves you from having to repeat the same details over and over. Just be sure to use authoritative resources, Hammer says. Plan responses to possible reactions. Some people will inevitably say things in response to your news that can be upsetting to you. For example, they might tell you about a friend who died of advanced breast cancer or say they understand exactly how you feel. If you're ready with your response for these reactions, it will make it easier on you and the person you're speaking with, the ACS says. Encourage your loved ones to share their feelings. It's easy for you to get caught up in your feelings about advanced breast cancer because it's happening to you. But you should let your loved ones talk about their feelings and needs. Cancer affects them, too. Tell those who ask how they can best help you. When you tell people about your diagnosis, they will likely ask, "What can I do to help?" Be ready with some specific things they can do that you would find most helpful, such as watching your children while you're at a doctor's appointment or driving you to the grocery store. Be very practical, Hammer says. Those who want to help will be grateful they know how. It gives them a sense of purpose too, Hammer says. Be honest about how you feel. You may feel as though you must be positive and upbeat so as not to worry your loved ones. But it takes energy to hide your true feelings, the Canadian Cancer Society says, energy that can be better spent on the day-to-day management of advanced breast cancer. Also, admitting you're feeling angry or frustrated can lead to conversations that may be helpful to you and your loved ones. Tailor the conversation. Some conversations need to be geared to the age and relationship of the person you're talking with. Each age group is different in terms of what they are able to process or understand, Hammer says. Here are some additional tips for talking about advanced breast cancer with different people in your life. For young kids, make sure they understand that they're not to blame and that your cancer is not contagious. I think kids are a lot smarter than we give them credit for, Hammer says. Many times kids will already know something is wrong. Use age-appropriate language when speaking to them. For colleagues and coworkers, tell people in small groups rather than the whole office at once. It will make the conversations easier. Let them know what you can and can't handle and that this could change. For a partner or spouse, when schedules allow, let your spouse or partner accompany you to doctor's appointments. Hearing for themselves what the doctor has to say and having the chance to ask questions can be important. Talk openly and honestly about what your advanced breast cancer means for your sexual relationship. It will make it easier as you're going through treatment. Opening up to each other as you go through this can make your bond stronger, Hammer says. Seek support for talking about advanced breast cancer. Don't assume you have to deal with this aspect of your cancer on your own, Hammer says. Social workers, therapists, oncology nurses, and others can help you guide these conversations and offer advice on talking with a partner or spouse, children, or coworkers, she says. You can find the support you need at your medical center or support groups online. You may also want to turn to clergy for help, she says.